Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I want to cover some things about Season 28 to help you get through this tree right here that is going to give your character permanent buffs for the remainder of the season. A lot of content creators have kind of already covered this, so I'm sure you're mostly familiar with it, but just to go over it real quick, you can effectively buy these skills for certain materials in the game and gain them as permanent buffs. First one we're going to talk about is never-ending questions. I'm going to tell you where to get it and what the fastest way to farm it out will be. The other one that we're going to cover is the Staff of Herding. I'm sure you're mostly familiar with it, but if you're like me, you would never probably put it together before because it doesn't really give you much benefit to your character, but we're going to go over how you can get that. I'm going to go ahead and start with the never-ending questions, but if you're already familiar with that, I'm going to leave a timestamp down below in the description for you to click to skip ahead to the Staff of Herding. So, for the never-ending questions, this one is actually really easy to get. All you have to do is go into any set dungeon, clear it a few times until a mob will eventually drop this. Because in Season 27 we can do the Strafe multi-shot build, I went ahead and got this out of the Unhallowed Essence dungeon, but in Season 28, that build will probably be a little bit slower because we won't be able to strafe with it, and so I would probably recommend just going with whatever the fastest farming build is that you can make for your character. It took me about 7 set dungeons to get this, and it was incredibly easy. The set dungeons are not difficult, you just kind of mow through them. It does not matter if you fail it or succeed. As long as you're killing monsters in there, this will eventually drop, and it really doesn't take that long. So to go into a set dungeon, we're going to start by going to Leoric's Manor Courtyard. From here, we're just going to run in, and you're just going to follow my path. Oops, wrong way. Right here. So, I can't activate it right now because I don't have all 6 pieces of the Aegis of Valor set on. So when you come here, make sure that you're wearing all 6 pieces. You cannot use a Ring of Royal Grandeur to cheat this. You'll click on this Tome of Set Dungeons and it'll drop a scroll for you. At that point, just go ahead and look up a guide online to find out where you have to go in the world to enter that set dungeon. For each one, it'll spawn in a different location. There's plenty of resources out there to find out exactly where you need to go. Okay, so next up, let's go ahead and talk about the Staff of Herding. The first step is to go to the Silver Spire, level 1, and kill Izuul. Off the top of my head, I'm not certain if he has a 100% chance to drop it or not, but after you've killed him a few times, you're bound to get it. It's not particularly rare. You'll go ahead and get the recipe and then just take that to Hadrig and learn it at the blacksmith. The next thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to quickly pick up the Wurtz Bell. All you have to do is go to Act 2 and talk to a merchant and purchase it off them. The next item is Leoric's Shinbone. This one is also incredibly easy to get. Once again, we go to Leoric's Manor Courtyard. We're going to enter through the front door. We come right over here, and there should be a pile of logs here. It'll probably only spawn about maybe 10-20% of the time, but you just keep making new games, coming back here, taking the same route. You'll eventually find some logs in this fireplace. You click them, and it'll drop for you. So next up is the Black Mushroom. You'll need to go to Cathedral level 1. I had to run it about 5 times before I finally got the Black Mushroom to drop, but it's pretty easy. It will always be in the same room, and I'll go ahead and show some B-roll footage of what it looks like so that you can look out for it while you're going through this level. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to go for the Liquid Rainbow. This one's pretty easy to get. You're going to go to Act 2, and you're going to want to go to the Dalgar Oasis. Now, the NPC that you need to talk to is not always going to spawn, but they're going to open up the door to a cave for you to go into. Once you port here, I recommend going down. As you continue to make your way down, you're going to go ahead and run into this little section where you're going to hit a dead end. Now, the NPC did not spawn for me, but he'll be right here. All you have to do is talk to him, kill all the monsters around him, and then he'll go ahead and open the door right here for you to go in. Just so that you know, the NPC that you're looking for is going to look like this. Once he opens the door to the mysterious cave, you'll run in, just explore the area, and look for the mysterious chest. Once you open the mysterious chest, it'll go ahead and drop the Liquid Rainbow for you. Now is when we get to the hard part. The first 4 pieces are actually pretty easy to get, and especially easy to get when compared to this gemstone. The gemstone is going to take a ton of farming and repetitive runs at the Bridge of Corsic. Once you port here, we're looking for the Frost Caverns. So I've made my way over to the cave, but as you'll notice, it's called the Icefall Caves. The Icefall Caves has about a 50% chance of being the cave that's on this map. If you run into this, you just need to exit the game and run back here until you find the Frost Cavern. Okay, so we started a new game, and here we have the Caverns of Frost, so we got the right cave to spawn. Once you go in here, you want to actually get all the way to level 2. There's nothing for you to do on level 1, so just get through it as quickly as you can. The monster that you're looking for in level 2 is called Chiltara. Chiltara will probably only spawn about 80% of the time that you go there, so every once in a while when you go in, you've got a chance to not even see her. Killing Chiltara only gives you about a 5% chance to actually get this gemstone, so on average it's going to take you several runs to actually get this. This is far and large the most tedious part of the Staff of Herding that you're going to need to get, but just stay dedicated and use the fastest build that you can. Getting the first 4 pieces probably only took me about 40 minutes, but getting this last piece actually took me about 3 hours. I hope that you have much better luck when you're running for it. And of course, the final step when you've got all of these pieces together, just go talk to Hadrig and craft your staff. And that's all there is to it. Now we have the never-ending questions and the Staff of Herding so that we can complete our altar in Season 28. I hope that you all found this guide helpful. Go ahead and drop a comment down below if you have any tips or tricks for people who are trying to farm these items. I really appreciate you all for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.